You like burgers? Good. 15 minutes.
Oh. 1 cup of mayo.
1/3 cup of ketchup. Half a diced sweet onion.
1 diced dill pickle.
And 2 tablespoons of Dijon. Season to taste with salt and black pepper. Whisk together.
Easy burger sauce.
For buns,
You can do sesame or brioche.
slice in half.
Spread on softened butter.
Go to the damn edges.
Both slices.
Pan. Medium heat. Buns in. Toast your little men. Roasty and toasty.
Obviously you need ground beef.
Roll 6-ounce balls to medium high.
Your beef.
Spatula. Press. Hit them with some salt.
Pepper.
Sear for 2 to 3 minutes. Flip.
Add on some cheese.
Give it a little melt. Some of that sauce.
Always salt your tomato slices.
Tomatoes. Shredded lettuce. Burger patty. More sauce. Crown your king.
That's messy in the best way.
Grab some Oreos. You'll need about 36. Either put them in a Ziploc bag or a food processor and crush them. It should look something like this. Grab about a spoonful to save for later. Grab about 8 ounces of cream cheese and mix it in. After mixing, it'll look something like this. Now you'll need a baking sheet and line it with parchment paper. Roll the mixture into a ball and place it on the sheet. Make some space in your fridge and leave them in there for about 30 minutes. Meanwhile, grab another bowl and pour in some white chocolate chips. Put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Take them out and mix them around and repeat this until they're melted. After 30 minutes, take them out and put them on a stick. Now they're ready to be dipped in chocolate. Just like that. Put them back onto the parchment paper and pour your Oreo crumbs on them. They're gonna end up looking something like this. So yummy. Put them back into the fridge for 10 more minutes and they're done. Let's try them. Okay, here we go. Now you know how to make Oreo balls.
Don't you dare throw those away. We're making the best banana bread. I can't stress it enough. Measure like this. Sweet. Best way to measure. 1½ cups all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt. 3/4 cup unsalted butter. Make sure the butter's softened, not melted. 1 cup packed light brown sugar. Cream, medium speed, 2 minutes. 2 eggs. 1 teaspoon vanilla. Ripe bananas. The batter's gonna curdle. Don't you worry. Funnel in the flour, low speed until combined. That way you don't make a mess. Spray 9x5 loaf pan. 45 minutes to 1 hour. Oh yeah.
Really wanting to try this. So you get a coconut, poke a hole in it with a screwdriver, clean it of course, then pour the juice out. Once you do that, put it in a Ziploc bag, then put it into another Ziploc bag, and then okay, that did nothing to it. We're gonna do it one more time. And make sure you do sound effects because it won't crack if you don't. Now just grab a spoon and start peeling it out. Now wash your coconut and cut it into long strips. Now cut up a lime and squeeze it all over. Just realized how many times I've said now. Grab some classic seasoning. I'm just kidding, don't come for me. It's called tahini and pour it all over. You can choose between chamoy, Valentina, or both and just pour it all over. And you're done, let's try it. Okay, here we go. Wow!
People keep asking me to make this. You. I can do that.
Baking sheet parchment.
1/2 pound of hazelnut.
Oven. 350.
10 to 15 minutes.
Till roasting, their skin start to peel off like that.
Let them cool completely. Put your nuts in a towel. Wrap it up. Shake them around.
To remove skins.
Soak food processor.
Nuts.
Process.
Till it starts to liquefy.
1 cup powdered sugar. 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Pinch of salt. And again.
2 tablespoons of oil. 2 ounces of milk chocolate.
Finely chopped.
In. Last time. Till smooth.
Put that into a vessel. Woo-wee.
What is this?
Is that Nutella?
You're goddamn right it is.
Some strawberries, raspberries, a mango, dragon fruits, 2 apples, a lime, lemon. Wash them, cut them into small cubes. Side note, dragon fruit to me tastes like paper. So use it if you want, but I just use it for looks. Now pour all of it in a bowl. Now cut your lemon and squeeze half in. Now this, now that, now Boo, stop looking at me. Add about 1 spoon of preserves and mix it all together. Once you're done, it should look like this. Cover the bowl with something and put it in the fridge. Next, grab flour tortillas. Tortillas, okay? Pour some olive oil on it and spread it on each side. You don't need a lot, so you can use what's left over for the next tortilla. You'll need 1/3 cup of sugar and a teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix it. Now sprinkle it onto the tortilla. Once they're covered on both sides, place them on a baking sheet. Preheat your oven to 350. Now bake it for about 7 minutes. I don't have a lot of time left, but part 2 is already up, so I'll see you soon.
Alright, start with the 4-cheese blend. Parmesan, mozzarella, American, and Gruyere. 1 cup of each, and we're going to chop up bacon, parsley, and garlic. Then we're going to add bacon to the pan and cook it until it's crispy. And on the way, we're going to add garlic and parsley. Once the bacon is crispy, add 2 cups of panko and a teaspoon of chili flakes and cook until the panko is brown. Then in the same pan, add 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour, and cook until it becomes one. Then add 3 cups of milk. While we wait for that to thicken, on medium-high heat, we're going to cook our pasta. After about 5 minutes, add the cheese and leave about 1/4 cup of cheese to mix with the panko mix that we made. Then take the macaroni out about 2 minutes early and then mix it into the cheese. We're taking it out early because it's going to finish cooking in the oven. Then we're going to mix the cheese with the panko breading and make a nice layer on top of the mac. Then in the 450-degree oven, add the whole pan in for only about 6 minutes because we already made the panko crispy. And we just want that top layer of cheese to melt. Serve it up. Yes!
Hey everyone, it's Ariana, and today for the first time I tried recreating the infamous egg yolk ravioli dish that got me eliminated from MasterChef Junior.
Smooth, delicious, delicate. This is like eating boiled wool.
That comment has haunted me for the last 4 years, so I think it's finally time to redeem myself. I made the dough with 2 cups of flour, 3 eggs, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of olive oil, mixing this all together and kneading it for about 10 minutes until it was a nice, smooth, elastic dough. Then I wrapped the dough in plastic and stuck it into the fridge for about 30 minutes to rest before rolling it out. Then I pulled it to the thinnest setting on my pasta machine. After that, I made the ricotta cheese filling with a cup of ricotta, 1/4 cup of Parmesan, salt, pepper, and a little bit of lemon zest, mixing this all up and then adding it to a piping bag. Then I cut out the pasta sheet into circles, added a ring of ricotta, and then the egg yolk, sealing it up with some water. The ravioli boils for about 3 minutes, and then I finished it with a brown butter sage sauce. Let me know how I did this time around. I think I've come a pretty long way, and check out the full recipe on my Instagram where I replied to all my followers' comments.
Today we're making Olive Garden's breadsticks, but 10 times better. And if you want the recipe for the chicken gnocchi soup, it's in my last video. But to get started, you want 1 cup of warm water. You're gonna add 2 teaspoons of yeast, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and mix and set aside. In your mixer bowl attachment, you're gonna add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons salt, and 3 tablespoons olive oil. After you let your yeast mixture sit for 10 minutes, go ahead and add it in last. You want to knead your dough for 10 minutes, add it to an oiled bowl, and let it rest for 1 hour. 1 hour later, you want to dust your countertop with some flour. Pat your dough ball down gently, and you want to cut out 10 breadsticks. You're basically going to cut them into long strips, and then cut the long strips in half. And you want to roll them out very gently, tapering the ends. The less you touch them, the better they're going to come out. You're going to cover with a towel and let them rest for another 15 minutes. Add them to an oiled baking sheet, and we're going to brush on some egg wash. For my egg wash, I only used 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of water. Bake at 365 for 10 minutes. Brushing on 5 tablespoons of melted butter, a tablespoon of garlic powder, and dry parsley, and we're done.
Popping up in movies, ain't no Nazi bitches. I'm bad as Michael Jackson. Hey, it's a holiday. I got hoes on hoes, and they out of control, yo. Hey, this another way. All my niggas on go, and I hope that you know it. I can't even close my eyes, and I don't know why. I guess I don't like surprises.
I'm so excited. Shh, ASMR. Try some of the ketchup. Ketchup tastes good on everything. Some sriracha. A little bit of ketchup. A lot of sriracha. So good. But there you have it. Ramen fries. What else you got?
Grab some Starbursts. Separate them by color and unwrap each one. You'll need about 20 each. Might take you a minute. You'll need 1/4 cup of light corn syrup, and then 1 tablespoon of butter. You'll need a pot on medium heat and add your ingredients. Add your first color in. Constantly stir it until it's all melted. While that's going, pop 2 bags of popcorn. Grab a baking sheet or 2 and line them with parchment paper. When it's ready, your mixture should look like this. Add about 4 to 6 cups of popcorn into a bowl, and now pour your mixture in. Lightly stir your popcorn and then put it onto the parchment paper when you're done. It's gonna look like this. Let that cool for about 10 minutes. Repeat the same butter and corn syrup recipe per each color, like this. Once it's dry, start breaking it into pieces. It looks so good. Yes.
Don't know what you're saying. You're flying higher than a plane, and I'm not complaining. It's getting too loud, we'll figure it out. I'm out of my brain.
Did you know you only need 2 ingredients for these cookies? Start off with some Nutella in a bowl and add some flour and mix till it's all combined. Get your hands in and grab a blob of dough. Roll it out on your hands and place on the tray. Give it a squeeze with the spoon and chuck it in the oven to bake. Anyone can make these cookies, they taste banging and they're so gooey.
Keep the butt on if you don't want to cry. Dice your onion. Chop up your green onions. Greens and whites, we don't discriminate around here. For garlic, minced. Mince it real good. Chinese sausage, 2 eggs, a few splashes of fish sauce. Heat up your oil, make sure that it's hot. Wait until your onions develop color and a little char, then add your sausages. Slide everything to the side. Then you add your rice. Soy sauce, fish sauce, sriracha. Combine it all together. Chef's kiss!
Easy breakfast sandwich. Crisp the bacon. Get 2 eggs, add green onions, some black pepper, and some milk. Now mix that up. Whip, whip, whip. Whip it. Butter a pan. Really good. Add the egg. Now the bread. And the other piece. Give it a couple minutes. Then flip it like a flapjack. Ooh. Now add some cheese. Let's make it real cheesy, you guys. Then add the bacon. Okay, let's cut it into a couple pieces. Look at those grill marks. Take that excess egg off and voila.
Birthday sex in a pan. Still am a virgin, so I don't know what sex is, but here's me trying to break an egg with one hand. This is probably why I am a virgin, because I don't know how to do it, like really struggling. I'm not domesticated, not a housewife at all, but make sugar cookie and add M&Ms, sprinkles, and white chocolate chips to make that birthday cake effect. Mix it together, spray that shit with pan. Throw that mixture in a cast iron skillet and put it in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. I like to be a little undercooked, so, you know, only 20 minutes, but honestly ended up being golden. As you can see from here, I'm gonna add some birthday cake remix from Cold Stone because we're bougie. We only use the best ingredients here, and ooh.